And chapter 5, ladies and gentlemen. I'm actually just wearing the same shirt and literally just picking up where I left off. But here we are in chapter 5 called The Birthday Bash. Go ahead and make a prediction right now. What's going to happen in this chapter? You can say it to yourself or to a brother or sister. Hey, I think The Birthday Bash is about. Got it? All right. So here we are in chapter 5, The Birthday Bash. I got used to the way Fudge looked without his top front teeth. He looked like a small first grader. Dr. Brown, our dentist, said he'd even wait until he was 6 or 7 to get his grown-up teeth. I started calling him Fang because of his teeth. My mother didn't like that. I want you to stop calling him Fang. What should I call him? Farley Drexel? Just plain Fudge will be fine. What's wrong with Farley Drexel? How come you named him that if you don't like it? I like it just fine, but now we will call him Fudge, not Farley. And not Drexel. And definitely not Fang. What's wrong with Fang, I asked. I think it sounds neat. Fang is an insult. Oh, come on, Mom. He doesn't even know what a fang is. But I know what it is, Peter, and I don't like it. Okay. I promise to never call my brother Fang again. But secretly, whenever I looked at him, I thought about it. My brother is a Fang. He's a Fang Hatcher. Nobody can stop me from thinking it. My mind is my own. Fudge is going to be 3 years old. My mother said he was going to have a birthday party with some of his friends. He plays with 3 other little kids who live in our building. There's Jeannie, Ralph, and Sam. My mother invited him to Fudge's birthday party. Grandma said she'd come over to help. My father couldn't even make it, but he had a Saturday business appointment. He wanted to go to Jimmy Fargo's, but my mother said she needed him to supervise the games. There's only an hour and a half. There's only an hour and a half, my mother reminded me. That's not so bad, is it? I don't know. Ask me later. Okay. The kitchen. This is right before they would come over. The kitchen table was set up for a party. Cloths and napkins and paper plate, cups, it all matched. Right before the party began, Grandma tried to change Fudge into his new suit, but he screamed his head off. And no suit, no. My mother tried to reason with him. It's your birthday, Fudgy. All your friends are coming. You want to look like a big boy, don't you? He kicked as he was carried until my mother and grandmother were back blue. Finally, they decided as long as he was in his suit, his feet doesn't really matter. Ralph arrived first. He was a little overweight, and he isn't even 4 years old yet. He doesn't pay much attention to me either. He grunts and he grabs a lot. Nah. The first thing Ralph did was wander to the kitchen, look for something to eat. No, you must wait till the other children come, I told Ralph. Then Jenny arrived. She was wearing little white gloves and party shoes. She even carried a pocketbook. Besides that, she had dirty jeans and an old sweater. Her mother apologized for her clothing. Said she couldn't do anything with Jeannie lately. Especially since she had taken to biting. Ugh. What does she bite? I asked. She bites people. It's normal. We had to worry about it unless her teeth go through the skin. Otherwise, it's completely safe. I thought, poor Fudge. He can't even bite back. He's got no teeth. I looked at Jenny. She seemed so innocent. It's hard to believe that she was a vampire. Not really, though. Sam came in last. He carried a big present for Fudge. It's just a stage he's going through. It's a big present for Fudge, but he was crying. It's just a stage he's going through, his mother explained. Everything scares him, especially birthday parties. Sam grabbed onto his mother's leg. Take me home. Somehow Sam's mother untangled herself from Sam's grip, and she left. So at 5, after 1, we were ready to begin. We had a eater, a biter, and a crier. I thought that 2:30 would never come. I thought my mother was slightly crazy for dreaming up a party in the first place. Doesn't Fudge have any normal friends? Nothing's wrong with Fudgy's friends. All small children are like that. Grandma got them seated around the kitchen table. She put a party hat on each kid. Get it off, Sam screamed. The others wore their hats, though. Then Grandma turned off the lights, and my mother lit the candles for Fudge's birthday cake. It had chocolate frosting and a big yellow rose. I led the singing in Happy Birthday. My mother carried the cake across the kitchen to the party table and set it in front of Fudge. Sam cried, Too dark. It's too dark in here. Fudge blew out all his candles, and when he blew them out, he reached out and grabbed a rose off his cake. And he shoved it in his mouth. Oh, Fudge, look at what you did. It's his birthday party, my grandma said. He can do whatever he wants. So Fudge reached over and grabbed the second rose. I guess Ralph couldn't stand seeing Fudge eating the roses because he grabbed one too. But at that time, the cake was looking pretty messy. Each kid got a Dixie cup, a small piece of cake, and some milk. Where's my rose? I want it too, Jenny hollered. My mother explained that the roses were only for decorations. When Grandma stood over to help her open her Dixie cup, Jenny bit her on the hand. She bit me, Grandma said. Did it break the skin? No, I don't think so, Grandma said. Ralph was the first one to finish his food. More, I want more. I don't think you should give him any more, I whispered to my mother. Look how, he keeps eating. Oh, Peter, this is just a party. Let him eat whatever he wants. Okay, but should I care about how big I look if I just keep eating? My mother just couldn't handle it, and she served Ralph a second piece of cake. He threw up right after he finished it. Well, we're going to stop there because too much cake eating is getting me hungry, and it's lunchtime right now, so I'm all for that. So we're going to stop there, answer those questions, and we'll finish off the birthday disaster bash later.